Welcome to this video showing you how to add a new employee in Moneysoft. To add a new employee, go to Employees, Add New Employee, put in their surname, put in their first name, select whether they're male or female, put in their date of birth, put in their NI number, tick if they're a director, select the department if you've got departments set up, and we show you in the setup video how to do this. Select the starter type, which is nearly always going to be the employee who started working for you during the tax year, and then tick next. It tells you their current year of age, and you can use this as a double check to make sure you've entered their date of birth correctly. So John Smith is 35, we're happy with that, yes. Put in the starter date and the starter declaration. We recommend you use the new starter form that HMRC have, and you should have received a link from us for that. And this starter declaration will be on that form. So in this instance, we're going to assume it's their new job and they don't have any other jobs, but they did have a job previously this tax year. The system will ask us to say whether they supplied a P45 or not. If they haven't, then their tax code will be an emergency tax code down here, 1060L. And HMRC will later let us know what their real tax code should be. If they've supplied a P45, tick this box. If they make student loan payments, tick this box. If they supplied a P45, then the system will ask you to enter the details from the P45. In this case, we'll assume they haven't supplied a P45. We'll go next, and this tells us that the NI table letter will be A, and next. And then on this screen we just want to select how often they're paid, whether they're paid monthly, weekly, 2 weekly, 4 weekly. So select the right payment frequency, and then you can put in their annual pay. So if they're paid £15,000 a year, you can put that in here, and the system will work out that their monthly pay is £1,250. You don't have to complete this information here. You can complete it very easily when you go to make your first pay run. Then press finish. And here we have to add in their address and their postcode. If you don't add that information in, your RTI will fail when you try to submit to the revenue, and you'll get an error message. You can also, if you want to, set up their telephone and their mobile in here. You can put an email address, and if you've got email set up within Moneysoft, this can be very useful because you can then email them their payslip and their end of year P60, as opposed to having to give them a hard copy. We show you how to set up email in the setup training video, and you can put their title in. On the work page, you need to say how many hours they're working. The revenue uses this information, so select whichever one is most applicable. If they work very irregular hours, select other. You can give them a job title if you want, but none of the other information here is required. And then on payment, we've got monthly. Again, you can put their bank details in if you want to, but it's not required. And the system can, for some banks, set up a form to be sent to the bank to make the payments. You'd need to go into the help screens to show you how to do that. Then we have the starter data. We have starter without a P45. That's what we selected when we set the employee up. If they give us a P45 before we make the first payment, and it has to be before we make the first payment, you can select starter with a P45. If they give us a P45 afterwards, after we've made a payment, this box here will be, you'll be able to tick this box here and enter the information. Auto-enrolment pensions. The new auto-enrolment rules are now in place. If you want to know what your staging date is and whether it's relevant for you, let us know, and we'll send you a link to a blog where you can find out whether it's relevant for you and then what you need to do. And that's it. That's the employee setup.